ब्यूटीफुल कर गई चुल।
देख तेरा रंग सावला हुआ बावला, लड़की नहीं है तू है गरम मामला, बोलती बंद मेरी कहूँ क्या भला, कुछ भी कहा नहीं जाए। क्या नाच तू दिल्ली हिले है लंदन, मटक मटक जैसे रवीना टंडन। क्या नाच तू दिल्ली हिले है लंदन, मटक मटक जैसे रवीना टंडन। आग लगाने आई है बंठन, गोली चल गई धाए। नगरे विलाती ईगो में रहती, नगरे विलाती ईगो में रहती, टशन दिखाती फुल।
और लड़की ब्यूटीफुल कर गई चुल।
चम कर दे हैगे हाय ब्रांड वे, एयरप्लेन मंडिया दे मेरे हील पे होंदे लैंड वे। सैंडल मेरे चम कर दे हैगे हाय ब्रांड वे, एयरप्लेन मंडिया दे मेरे हील पे होंदे लैंड वे। सारी कुड़ियां है देसी चिड़ियां, सारी कुड़ियां देसी चिड़ियां, क्लब की मैं बुलबुल। मैं लड़की ब्यूटीफुल कर गई चुल। मैं लड़की ब्यूटीफुल कर गई चुल।
और लड़की ब्यूटीफुल कर गई चुल।
कैसे कमर तू झुलाए, फिजिक्स समझ नहीं आए।
और लड़की ब्यूटीफुल कर गई चुल।
कैसे कमर तू झुलाए, फिजिक्स समझ नहीं आए।
और लड़की ब्यूटीफुल कर गई।
रंग सावला हुआ बावला, लड़की नहीं है तू है गरम मामला, बोलती बंद मेरी कहूँ क्या भला।
और लड़की ब्यूटीफुल कर गई।
नाच तू दिल्ली हिले है लंदन, मटक मटक जैसे रवीना टंडन। आग लगाने आई है बंठन,
लड़की ब्यूटीफुल कर गई चुल।
बचा लो मुझे संभालो, अरे इसे उठा लो।
और लड़की ब्यूटीफुल कर गई चुल।
में पुदीना देगा, नाक का नागिना देगा, चिकनी चमेली देखी चिकना कमीना देखा। चांदनी चिडर होके चीट किया तो सारे तारे बोले गिली गिली अक्खा। मेरी बात तेरी बात ज्यादा बातें बुरी बात, थाली में कटोरा लेकर आलू भात मूड़ी भात। मेरे भी जो किसी ने रिपीट किया तो साला मैंने तेरे मुंह पे मारा मुक्का।
सहरा बांध के मैं तो आया रे, डोली बारात भी साथ में मैं तो लाया रे। ये सहरा बांध के मैं तो आया रे, डोली बारात भी साथ में मैं तो लाया रे। अब तो ना होता है एक रोज इंतजार सोनी, आज नहीं तो कल है तुझको तो बस मेरी होनी रे।
येन बद्धो बलिराजा दानवेन्द्रो महाबल, त्वेन्द्र बद्धनामी रक्षे माचल माचल। येन बद्धो बलिराजा दानवेन्द्रो महाबल, त्वेन्द्र बद्धनामी रक्षे माचल माचल। Now both of you have to bring your right hand forward and drink water 3 times and imagine you are purifying your heart. Rim Keshvaya Namaha, Rim Narayanaaya Namaha, ह्रीं माधवाय नमः वाणी हिरण्य गर्भाभ्यां नमः पुण्यं पुण्याहं दीर्घमायुरस्तु भवन्तु ब्रुवन्तु पुण्यं पुण्याहं दीर्घमायुरस्तु स्तु उत्पन्नस्य कश्यप गोत्रे उत्पन्नस्य किरण भाई वर्मण सपत्नीक सपरिवारस्य यजमानो अहम Now take some flowers and rice. Now you have to meditate, both of you have to meditate Lakshmi Narayan Bhagwan and pray to Ganpati. That we are doing meditation of Lakshmi Narayan Bhagwan and requesting you, regardless whatever time is this, we want to convert, we are requesting you to convert this particular moment to the most auspicious time so we can begin ceremony in the good time. Iti devata namaskaram कृत्वा पुष्पाणि गणेशोपरि समर्पयति सर्वकार्य सिद्ध्येत्. पूर्वे ऋग्वेदाय नमः ऋग्वेदं पूजयामि दक्षिणे यजुर्वेदाय नमः यजुर्वेदं पूजयामि पश्चिमे सामवेदाय नमः सामवेदं पूजयामि उत्तरे अथर्ववेदाय नमः अथर्ववेदं पूजयामि. प्रार्थना पूर्वक नमस्कार नमस्करोमि. Now take some flowers. Now you have to meditate Ganpati and request him that please come to our ceremony. We want to do your puja first and then we want to initiate our daughter's wedding. ध्यानामि ध्यानार्थे पुष्पांजलि समर्पयामि. सर्वाभूषादिके सौम्ये लोकलज्जा निवारणे मयपदतुभ्यं वाससि प्रतिगृह्यताम्. श्री सिद्धिबुद्धि सहित महागणाधिपते नमः. वस्त्रं समर्पयामि. You have to put this on left shoulder. श्री सिद्धिबुद्धि सहित महागणाधिपते नमः. यज्ञपवित्रं समर्पयामि. Now it offer rice to Ganpati. श्री सिद्धिबुद्धि सहित महागणाधिपते नमः. अक्षतान् समर्पयामि. श्री सिद्धिबुद्धि सहित महागणाधिपते नमः. पुष्पांजलि समर्पयामि. अबिलं च गुलालं च चूवा चंदन समन्वितं सिंदूरेण समायुतं पूज्यता परमेश्वर. श्री सिद्धिबुद्धि सहित महागणाधिपते नमः. सौभाग्य द्रव्यं समर्पयामि. कोई पण एक फ्रूट लेવાનું છે તમારે બે તમે એક લઈ લો. હવે this you have to give to Ganpati to eat. शर्कराखंड खाद्यानि दधि क्षीरघृतानि च आहारं भक्ष्यं भोज्यं नैवेद्यं प्रतिगृह्यताम्. श्री सिद्धिबुद्धि सहित महागणाधिपते नमः. नैवेद्यं समर्पयामि. ह्रीं प्राणाय स्वाहा ह्रीं अपानाय स्वाहा ह्रीं व्यवनाय स्वाहा ह्रीं उदानाय स्वाहा ह्रीं समानाय स्वाहा. Now to give him water to drink. हस्त प्रक्षालनं समर्पयामि. श्री सिद्धिबुद्धि सहित महागणाधिपते नमः. मुखवासर्धं पूगीफलं समर्पयामि. You have to put this on Akshay's chair as if you are giving him cushion to sit. Vishtaro Vishtaro Pratigruhyatam. Now both of you have to tell to Akshay. Look at Akshay and tell him. Yeah. Bhavat Bhavat Sadhum Bhavantam Archarishyam. That means whatever information we have, based on that, you seem very gentleman, so we are giving our daughter to you today. Om Padarth Mudakam. You have to offer this to Lord Sun, and you can put wherever you want, but imagine Lord Sun is in front of you and you are putting that. And pray him that way you are shining brighter and brighter throughout the day. Please bless me that my life shines brighter and brighter from tomorrow. Om Arga 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 Pratigruhyatam. You can put wherever. Give this to Akshay. Paramena Madhavena Rupena Adakena Cha Madhavyam Paramena Dahayosnami Madhunosanam. Bas. Akshay, touch your ring finger, Jamanatni. Yeah. And touch your mouth. Now I'm saying few things. Keep touching. Yeah. I'm saying a few things on behalf of them. They are requesting you. Vang mein asyestu. Make sure you always speak sweet words. Now take it. Touch your nose. Narso mein prano rastu. Make sure you always smell good things. Akshur mein akshurastu. Make sure you always speak good things. कर्णों में श्रोत्रमस्तु. Make sure you always listen good things. Touch your hands and legs. बाहों में बलमस्तु, उर्वों में ओजस्तु. So now they are requesting God, may we have strong legs and strong hands because we have more responsibilities. And now whatever water is there, sprinkle water on yourself. Arishtani me angani tanungasa me sah santu. That's it. You can lower down the antar part so Akshay can see who is his bride. Tadeva lagnam sudinam tadeva tara balam chandra balam tadeva vidya balam deva balam tadeva Lakshmi patete griyugam smarami. Now before you sit, just take picture together. Arthe cha, kame cha, tvaya, iyam, na, ati, charitva. Means, my daughter will take care of you and your parents. That's what he said. So please be nice with her and take care of her. Now, mommy, you have to say, Mayapi datta. That means, I know my daughter will take care of you and your parents, so please be nice with her with the same expectation what my husband said, I'm giving my daughter to you. And now, you have to, if you agree, then you have to tell in front of God, to both of them, you have to give promise. Prati, Gruya, Nami, Swasti. Means in front of God, I am accepting all responsibilities of your daughter from today. तांबूलानि पान्तु ऐश्वर्यमस्तु पुष्पाणि पान्तु सुफलमस्तु फलानि पान्तु सुफलमस्तु તમારા ત્યાં તમારે અહીંયા મૂકવાનું એમને ત્યાં મૂકવાનું એક જ ટીપો મૂકજો અને પછી ચમચી આપી દો બસ બસ શિવ આપ સંતુ બસ અક્ષતા નરિષ્ઠમ ચાસ્તુ अतः मंडपागस्तात् कोलशील सौभाग्य सामुद्रिक लक्षण संपन्न लावण्या वय वारोग्याम कांचन कुंडल कंकण वलय नुपुर घटी मेखला Now you can put this. Now you have to exchange 7 times by doing meditation of God. Yeah. नमो नमः श्री हरिय बुद्धिदाय दैवते भक्ति क्रमांक जाताय भक्त कल्प द्रुमाय च सुगंध पुष्पहार दैव विधैरुपहारकै. From today, we are building permanent relations for the entire life. Thank you. श्री कृष्ण श्री वासुदेव नर नारायण प्रभु भक्ति धर्म जजमा कृष्ण नारायण हरि. Now both of you stand up. Just feet each other and just hug. Bit one also. ગમે ત્યાં જા ફરે ત્યાં. नमो नमः श्री हरिय बुद्धिदाय दैवते भक्ति क्रमांक जाताय भक्त कल्प द्रुमाय च. मंद वासरे you have to say मम देव पितृ मनुष्य ऋण धर्म प्रजोत्पादन सिद्ध्यर्थम च तदंग भूतंग च अग्निस्थापन ब्राह्मण करिष्ये. So you are requesting Brahmin to please initiate the fire so we can proceed our wedding. You have to give ahuti of ghee 10 times to fire to seek blessings from 9 planets and Lord Fire for the stronger bond. So take little bit under product na pada bandhu nahi thodu and try to put on side. And it will be hard for you, so you can just touch him. Rim Suryaya Swaha Idam Suryaya Namaha. Rim Chandraya Swaha Idam Chandraya Namaha. ह्रीं भूमाय स्वाहा इदं भूमाय नमः ह्रीं बुधाय स्वाहा इदं बुधाय नमः ह्रीं गुर्वे स्वाहा इदं गुर्वे नमः ह्रीं शुक्राय स्वाहा इदं शुक्राय नमः ह्रीं शनैश्वराय स्वाहा इदं शनैश्वराय नमः ह्रीं राहवे स्वाहा इदं राहवे नमः ह्रीं केतवे स्वाहा इदं केतवे नमः ह्रीं अग्ने स्वाहा इदं अग्ने नमः. Now for seeking blessings, for being successful in dharma, earth, kam, moksha, you will go around the fire for 4 times. Each time when you go, you have to touch your right toe here, and then you have to move forward. And first 3 fira will be led by you, and last one will be led by you. Hold. Bas, down, down, down. अग्ने स्वाहा. Right hand. खाली right hand. खाली right hand. Hold like this and take the picture. Okay. Listen. स्वाहा ओम हरियमणं देव अयनानि अयकथ सनो हरियमादेव प्रेतो मुञ्चते महापते. Now you can go there. Agnya Swaha.
बीजू बीजू मंगलियों वरतारे बीजू बीजू मंगलियों वरतारे बीजू बीजू मंगलियों वरतारे बीजे मंगल रूपाना दान देवारे बीजे मंगल रूपाना दान देवारे मांडवड़ा मंगल गीत गवारे मांडवड़ा मंगल गीत गवारे शुभ दिन आज सुखान न कहवारे शुभ दिन आज सुखान न कहवारे.
अग्नौ समृद्धीकरणं तव मम तुभ्यं सौमतं तत्. Now what do you think? Who will lead the house? Kirti or Akshay? पुरस्ततः
चौथू चौथू मंगल यूं बरतारे चौथे मंगल कन्या न दान देवारे चौथे मंगल कन्या न दान देवारे अग्नि देवनी साक्षी फेरा करारे अग्नि देवनी साक्षी फेरा करारे मांडवणामा मंगल गीतो गवारे मांडवणामा मंगल गीतो गवारे मांडवणामा मंगल गीतो गवारे चौथू चौथू मंगल यूं बरतारे चौथू चौथू मंगल यूं
We will always care for each other. We will always be patient with each other. No, okay. We will always be faithful and honest with each other. We will accompany each other in the time of happiness as well as in time of sorrow. We will travel the journey of life together with love and harmony. We will do everything to keep our family happy, healthy and strong. अखंडतौ यौवनम Usually he goes first. अखंडतौ यौवनम अखंडतौ सौभाग्यम Now I will request Anuradha band to bring some sweets that both of you can feed each other. Now we have to feed each other 4 times. First Akshay will feed her and then you have to feed him. Rem pranebhyo namaha. That means with first morsel, you can also feed him. With first morsel in front of God, we are joining our souls with each other. Rem astibhyo namaha. With this morsel, I am joining my bones with your bones. Yeah. અને કાનમાં અખંડ સૌભાગ્યવતી કેવું નામથી જોવાનું એક કાનમાં
सीता सती अखंड सौभाग्यवती
श्रीहरिये बुद्धिदाय दयावते भक्तितरमंग जाताय भक्तकल्पद्रुमाय च। सुगंध पुष्पहाराय दय वैविध्यरूपहारकै संपूजिताय भक्तोदय सीतांबरधराय च। श्री कृष्ण श्री वासुदेव नर नारायण प्रभु भक्ति धर्म जजमा कृष्णो नारायणो हरिः। बृहद व्रतधर शुद्ध राधा कृष्णेष्ट दैवत मरुच्युत प्रिय काली भैर्यदति भीषण काली भैर्यदति भीषण जितेन्द्रियो जितहाराय तीव्र वैराग्य आस्तिक योगेश्वर योग कला प्रवृत्ति मंत्रहीनम क्रियाहीनम भक्तिहीनम सुरेश्वरा यत् पूजितम मया देव परिपूर्ण तदस्तु मे। Here in front of Lord Lakshmi Narayan, Lord Ganpati, and in presence of all the relatives and elders, I am announcing Akshay and Kirti as a newly wedded couple. Give them big hand.
वाह वाह राम जी जोड़ी क्या बनाई भैया और भाभी को।
मैं देखूं तेरी फोटो 100 बार कुड़े, मैं देखूं तेरी फोटो 100 बार कुड़े के उठ दे तूफान सीने विच 100 बार कुड़े के उठ दे तूफान सीने विच 100 बार कुड़े
राजा मिला के रानी बेटे राज करेगी खुशी खुशी कर दो विदा तुम्हारी बेटी राज करेगी महलों का राजा मिला के रानी बेटी राज करेगी। जी देंगे दुआ के रानी बेटे राज करेगी। खुशी खुशी कर दो विदा तुम्हारी बेटी राज करेगी। बेटी तो है धन ही पराया, बेटी तो है धन ही पराया। पास अपने कोई कब रख पाया, भारी करना ना अपना जिया, भारी करना ना अपना जिया तुम्हारी बेटी राज करेगी। महलों का राजा मिला के रानी बेटी राज करेगी। खुशी खुशी कर दो विदा तुम्हारी बेटी राज करेगी। महलों का राजा मिला, महलों का राजा मिला के रानी बेटी राज करेगी। खुशी खुशी कर दो विदा तुम्हारी बेटी राज करेगी। महलों का राजा मिला के रानी बेटी राज करेगी। गलियों गलियों धूम मचेगी, गलियों गलियों धूम मचेगी। कांधे कांधे डोली चलेगी, डोली में डोलेगा जिया, डोली में डोलेगा जिया के रानी बेटी राज करेगी। खुशी खुशी कर दो विदा तुम्हारी बेटी राज करेगी। जिस घर जाए स्वर्ग बना।
आँखों को तेरी आदत है, तू दिखे ना तो इन्हें शिकायत है। आँखों को तेरी आदत है, तू दिखे ना तो इन्हें शिकायत है। बिन छुए छू लिए हैं तूने मुझको दिए हैं प्यार के ये तराने जाने यहाँ। ये जो अब हो रहा है कुछ अजब हो रहा है, क्या यही प्यार का है एहसास। सौ आसमानों को और दो जहानों को छोड़ के आई तेरे पास। सौ आसमानों को और दो जहानों को छोड़ के आई तेरे पास। सौ आसमानों को और दो जहानों को छोड़ के आई तेरे पास।
जाने क्या होने लगा मुझको नहीं है खबर, क्यों नींद से दूर ये जाने लगी है नजर। कच्ची डोरियों 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 से मैनू तू बांध ले, पक्की यारियों 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 में होंदे ना फासले। ए नाराजगी कागजी सारी तेरी मेरे सोहणिया सुन ले मेरी दिल दियां गल्लां करांगे नाल नाल बैठ के अख नाले अख नू मिला के दिल दियां गल्लां करांगे रोज रोज बैठ के सच्चियां मुहब्बतां निभा के। सताए मैनू क्यों दिखाए मैनू क्यों एवें झूठी मूठी रुस के रुसा के दिल दियां गल्लां करांगे नाल नाल बैठ के अख नाले अख नू मिला के।
If you guys are friends and family, make some noise for your MCs. We're going to introduce Ankit Gandhi.
Esquina a esquina, y ahí nos vamos. El mundo es grande, pero lo tengo en mis manos. Estoy muy duro, sí, ok, ahí vamos. Y con el tiempo nos seguimos elevando. Que seguimos rompiendo aquí. Esta fiesta no tiene fin. Botellas para arriba, sí. Los tengo bailando, rompiendo y yo sigo aquí. Que seguimos rompiendo aquí. Esta fiesta no tiene fin. Botellas para arriba, sí. Los tengo bailando, rompiendo. ¿Y dónde está mi gente?
All right, that was for our first MC. Now make some noise for your Akshay's friend, Brendan Lidwig. Here's your second MC, make some noise.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, up next we have Kirti's grandparents, Raman Lal and Padma Ben Gandhi.
फूलों में खुशबू है इस दिल में एक तू है जन्मों के साथी हम साथ साथ हैं जन्मों के साथी हम साथ साथ हैं।
नैनों में ज्योति है सीपी में मोती है जन्म के साथी
हम
All right,
साथ।
everybody give it up for Kirti's maternal grandparents, Thakur Lal and Chanchal Ben Modi.
ये तो सच है कि भगवान है मगर फिर भी अनजान है। ये तो सच है कि भगवान है मगर फिर भी अनजान है। धरती पे रूप माँ बाप का उस विधाता की पहचान है।
Next up, we have Akshay's Kaka and Kaki, Bharat and Hina Patel, and cousins Adarsh and Bhavik Patel.
बचना ए हसीनों लो मैं आ गया ए बचना ए हसीनों लो मैं आ गया हुस्न का आशिक हुस्न का दुश्मन अपनी अदा है यारों से जुदा।
Next up, we have Akshay's parents, Dinesh and Daksha Patel.
देखो है शाम बड़ी दीवानी धीरे धीरे बन जाए ना कोई कहानी। देखो देखो है धीरे धीरे बन जाए ना कोई कहानी दिल भर है दिल
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Kirti's parents, Anuradha and Kiran Gandhi.
अरे अभी तो पार्टी शुरू हुई है अरे अभी तो पार्टी शुरू हुई है बाद में ना कहना कुछ भी पहले ही दे दूं वार्निंग पार्टी चलेगी टिल 6 in the morning जी भर के नाच ले बेबी नाच नाच के तोड़ दे सैंडल आंटी पुलिस बुला लेगी तो यार तेरा कर लेगा हैंडल नाचन हित में जारी जिसको अपनी जान प्यारी चुपचाप वो फ्लोर पे आके नाचे गाए नखरे बखरे ना दिखाए शर्म को करते बाय बाय माइकल जैक्सन वाले 2-3 एक्शन करके दिखाए पार्टी करनी है
Coming down next, we have Akshay's sister, brother-in-law, niece and nephew, Anuja, Raj, Ronan, and Araya Desai.
लाखों का दिल तेरा ये तेरा थंडर सा ठुमका अब नखरा ना कर तू बिजली बन के बे तू फ्लोर पे आ गिरे नाच मेरी रानी रानी मेरी रानी नाच नाच मेरी रानी रानी मेरी रानी नाच नाच मेरी रानी रानी मेरी रानी नाच नाच मेरी रानी रानी
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the bridal party.
I know who you came here to see. If you're a freak, then you come on with me. And I know what you came here to do. Now bust it open, let me see you get loose. It's going down for real. It's going down for real. It's going down for real.
Yo, girl, just kiss the girl. I do buy. Shake for a shake. I'm throwing these Emirates in the sky. Spinning this Assalamu alaikum. Peace to M-O-N-E-Y. I love my beaches. South beaches. Surfboard and high tide. I can just roll up cause I'm swole up. So that birthday cake get the Cobra. Bugatti for real, I'm Cobra. The autobiography rover. Got the key to my city, it's over. No thoughts, only in the color covers. I said rackets, ratchets, hold up.
I said rackets, ratchets, hold up.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment you've been waiting for. For the first time as a married couple, Mr. and Mrs. Akshay Kirti Patel.
I'm on a new level. 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 Brought me a new shovel. Put these in the dirt. Shame with the new bezel. I'm on put it up. I'm on a new level. 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 Brought me a new shovel. Put these in the dirt. Shame with the new bezel. I'm on put it up. Used to be sleeping on itchy beds. Bed bugs in a motel. Now give me 20 in the hotel. On a Roman noodle diet. Told life wasn't so well. All my starting riots. Marsh pitting on your toenails. Uncle T doing so well. First class from a hotel. T-Bird did 15. In the feds getting no mail. My daddy died and my cousin too. They ain't let him out of no cell. Provide jobs for my whole block. I could not slow down. I won't stop now. Motherfucker, this is my town. Take the block, make it hot now. 1/3 with the drop down. Icy chain with the walk now.
महकाई थी तूने छू ली जिस्म की खुशबू तू जो पास आई तू जो पास आई तू जो पास आई हाथ मेरा थाम लो साथ जब तक हो बात कुछ होती रहे बात जब तक हो सामने बैठे रहो तुम रात जब तक हो
लड़की बड़ी अनजानी है सपना है सच है कहानी है देखो ये पगली बिल्कुल ना बदली ये तो वही दीवानी है आंखों की है ये ख्वाहिशें के चेहरे से तेरी ना हटे नींदों में मेरी बस तेरे ख्वाबों ने ली है करवटें
मैं तो तेरे रंग में रंग चुकी हूँ बस तेरी बन चुकी हूँ मेरा मुझ में कुछ नहीं सब तेरा मैं तो तेरे ढंग में ढल चुकी हूँ बस तेरी बन चुकी हूँ मेरा मुझ में कुछ नहीं सब तेरा सब तेरा
know a girl, she puts the color inside of my world. But she's just like a maze where all of the walls are continually change. And I've done all I can to stand on the steps with my heart in my hand. Now I'm starting to see maybe it's got nothing to do with me. Fathers, be good to your daughters. Daughters will love like you do. Girls become lovers who turn into mothers. So mothers, be good to your daughters too.
Keep it going.
For those who don't know me, I'm Kirti's brother. My name is Ankit. Nice to meet you. To put things, hey, I love you too. To put things into perspective, me and Kirti, we're about 7 years apart, all right? To me, she was always the older sister that I looked up to, okay? And being an older sister and being a younger brother, I had a lot of standards to live up to, okay? Kirti was always, and I don't like to admit it, but she was always a smarter and much more harder working sibling than I was, okay? So, because of that, she set the standard of what I had to do in school. Spoiler alert, that never happened, okay? To her, I was a spoiled little kid running around and being distracting and annoying and just the worst thing possible. I was a brat, but she still loves me. All right, nothing has changed. I used to do everything with my sister. We used to watch Law & Order, SVU all the time, okay? Until I became annoying. And then I would talk to her nonstop every time she came back to college, and once again, she thought I was annoying, okay? I'm sorry, but you know, that's what we call sibling love. So when it comes to wedding planning, things are no different. Every single day, Kirti's asking me, Ankit, what did you write for your speech? Ankit, please tell me, what did you write for your speech? No embarrassing stories, Ankit, I can't do it, please. What did you write? And so of course she's been stressed about everything, so still I chose not to tell her what I was gonna say. I think I'm annoying, right? In all seriousness, regardless of how annoying I can be, she's always been my big sister. She always answers her phone anytime that I need her to, and she doesn't hesitate to drop what she's doing to help me navigate life. In those times of need, even if she wasn't physically there to help me, just hearing her voice was enough to make sure that I was okay. Just a few years ago, Akshay and I met over brunch. Looking back at it, I think Kirti might have had COVID because I was like, dang, she really has no taste. I'm just playing, all right? Honestly, okay, everybody listen up. Honestly, when I met them, I had a gut feeling that these two were perfect for each other, okay? Over the years, I've listened to their stories and of how they've traveled the world together. They've gone from Jamaica to Thailand to Mexico to Boston, and they've had countless Californian excursions, all right? Even during this lockdown, they found different ways to ensure the betterment of each other. Kirti, you may or may not have noticed, has been cutting Akshay's hair a lot during this past year, okay? So if it looks good, that's her. If it looks bad, that's also her, okay? And Akshay's been doing a lot of cooking and making sure that Kirti's okay during all of her meltdowns that she's happened during this past year. It brings peace of mind, especially during one of the hardest years that many of us have endured, that all the caring Kirti has done for me and Akshay, that all the caring that Kirti has done for me, Akshay is doing for her. So, if you could raise your glass, I'd like to make a toast. Kirti, thank you for being like a third parent for me, even though no one asked you to. Okay. Akshay, today, I have finally gained a brother that I've always wanted, okay? May the both of you have love, health, and wealth, but most importantly, may you have the time to enjoy all of it. So, to all of you, I say, congratulations. Up next, I'd like to welcome my mom and my dad, Anuradha and Kiran Gandhi, for their speech.
Jai Shri Krishna. Can you hear? Yeah. Good evening, everybody. To start off, I'd like to thank everyone who could join us for this wonderful occasion. After a crazy year of planning this wedding, we never really knew if you would be able to host the events. To see you all here really warms and our hearts. As many of you can understand, being a parent is no easy task. There are no official rules or guidelines or how to be good parents. However, Kirti made our job a lot easier because she's been the best daughter and parent could ask for.
Okay. I'm going to continue the rest of the speech. Jai Shri Krishna and good evening to everybody. One of our fondest memories of Kirti is not only any specific event, but instead it has been watching Kirti grow from a shy and nerdy girl. It was cute to see Kirti come back from school. She would always eat a slice of Red Baron frozen pizza and a dal and bath. After eating a Red Baron pizza and dal and bath, she would take a quick nap. Her personality has transferred over time, and she has turned from a shy and nerdy little girl into a smart and beautiful young woman. Being parents, you want your child to succeed in life, both personally and professionally. And we have been Kirti work hard to achieve her dreams. But one of the most satisfying rewards is seeing your child experience true love and happiness. Today, I'm proud to say, Kirti, in front of all of you, that she has absolutely found that with Akshay. It is so great. It is so great to see the two of you side by side. You both make a beautiful couple. Thank you, Akshay, for loving and cherishing our daughter. We are thrilled that you have become a part of our family, and we will always be here for both of you. Love you, Akshay and Kirti.
बोले चूड़िया बोले कंगना हाय मैं हो गई तेरी साजना तेरे बिन जियो नहीं लगता मैं ते मर गईया लेचा 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 सोनिया लेचा 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 लेचा
Kamaria Kamaria
लड़के और लड़के कहाँ से आया है रे तू, प्यारा है शक्ल से अकल का मारा है रे तू। लड़के और लड़के कहाँ से आया है रे तू, प्यारा है शक्ल से अकल का मारा है रे तू।
हाँ चल गई मेरी बातों से तू जल गई, हाँ खल गई तुझे खल गई मेरी बेपरवाही खल गई। ओ दरवा तू किस खेत की मूली है जरा पता।
टीवी पे ब्रेकिंग न्यूज हर मेरा घाघरा है, बगदाद से लेके दिल्ली आगरा। टीवी पे ब्रेकिंग न्यूज हर मेरा घाघरा है, बगदाद से लेके दिल्ली आगरा।
Kim Joe. મારું નામ બ્રેન્ડન છે. આજે મેં ગુજરાતી બોલું છું. તો આ બધા દોરિયા આવેલા છે ને એ confuse થઈ જાય. White people, if you're confused, then my joke worked. We made it, we're here. Yeah. After a year-long delay for some unknown reason, we're here. And I gotta say, you people know how to celebrate an event. If I go to 5 Gujarati weddings a year, I'll be in good enough shape to run a marathon, I swear. I worked harder at the Barat this morning than I did all year, obviously. I'm honored. Akshay asked me to be up here. It's not exactly what I expected when I was hoping for social gatherings again, but... and it was a process for him to find an MC. You know, at first he asked his funniest friend and he told him he couldn't do it. And then he asked his best looking friend and he told him he couldn't do it. And then he asked me, and after telling him no twice, I couldn't do it a third time. Can we give it up for the people who traveled here today? People coming from New York, Alabama, Georgia, Washington, California. Some people traveled 1,800 miles to be here to celebrate this union. That's beautiful. Some of my friends traveled 2 towns over because they were told there'd be free lunch and dinner. This past year has been weird. It's not often that, you know, you get to look at literally everybody walking down the street and know that their life changed a lot. It made us look inside. We were forced to think about our health, about our security. We pretty much were forced to think about Carol Baskins and Joe Exotic. Remember that stupid 2 weeks of everyone's life? But most importantly, it made us reaffirm why we chose the people that we hold close. For a lot of people, that's all they had during this. A lot of my family and friends are in state, so I was able to check up on them. But a lot of my friends, including Akshay Kirti, were out of state. So I don't have the liberty of dropping in and saying hi. So I'm glad that you two had each other. For 20 years, I've had the privilege of learning alongside Akshay, competing alongside Akshay, partying alongside Akshay. Some nights turned mornings. And it wasn't too long ago that at our friend Zach's wedding, we'd been hanging out all day. All the groomsmen were sitting up next to each other, and me and Akshay were sitting right next to each other. And I already loved Kirti at this point. And I got caught up in the emotion. I looked at him and I said, you know, you should probably marry her. And I can't take credit for that because he was already looking for rings, but it's good to know that what I saw then is real today, right now. So with that being said, friends, family, aunties, uncles, let's make some noise for the loving couple. But that's enough sweet talk, because these next two promised me they'd bring the heat, tell some real stories about Akshay. So can we bring Anuja and Raj to the stage?
Growing up, I always wanted a younger sister, and Akshay fulfilled that role quite well. Akshay was always ready to straighten my hair, even the back guys. We would ride our bikes together and go shopping. He would always want to come play with me and my girlfriends, you know, Gerger. And when we were younger, he would constantly ask, "Where's Anji? Where's Anji?"
Our favorite part about Akshay is he made us parents before we became parents. We had to teach him how not to burn new utensils while cooking an omelet. Also, I always knew when Akshay was cooking because my phone would blow up with smoke detector alerts. But unlike most picky children, Akshay ate everything we made. And sometimes it still wasn't enough. I'm still trying to figure out where all those calories go.
Akshay is extremely efficient with his time. When he's not napping, he will show up when there is one dish left to put in the dishwasher. Also, it was a mission, but we eventually taught him to take the garbage with him on his way out to the door.
Our daughter was a few weeks old. And then we became parents, and Akshay spent the summer with us.
Our daughter was a few weeks old, and I asked Akshay to make a salad. When I walked in the kitchen, the salad was nicely rinsed and laid out on the cutting board. So I asked him, "Is the salad done?" He responded, "I wasn't sure how you wanted the lettuce cut." Akshay, how many ways can you cut lettuce for salad?
And then we could never tell who needed more naps, Akshay or our infant daughter. It was always a competition between them, but when I would ask him how his day went, he would say, "It was really busy. I watched a few movies."
And then came along Kirti, and now he's serving her coffee on the couch, making her fresh breakfast, and he cleans up after her.
And apparently he makes gourmet pav bhaji, which we still have yet to try. But according to Kirti, it's so good, so good. Although, I gotta give it to Kirti. You could hang longer than Akshay, because you know it was time for him to go to bed.
All jokes aside, it's been a long journey for you both to get here, but they say if you can survive quarantine together, you can survive anything. We wish you both all the happiness, love, and laughter. Congratulations, and Kirti, no refund.
Hi, my name is Jess, and I met Kirti in OT school, and I never guessed during those grueling 3 years that I would find a lifelong friend. I remember distinctly sitting next to Kirti in our second home, hall, room 380, and immediately making that eye contact of we're partners when any group project was aligned. Kirti and I sat in the first row of every class because we're those nerds that you were talking about. So I'm that partner. And immediately when any group project was announced, Kirti and I would just lock eyes and be like, "Yep, you're my partner." And that was just the beginning of what we now know as a lifelong friendship that I never thought I would miss, or I never thought I would miss sitting in class every single day. And Kirti, you're the reason I miss sitting in class every single day during those grueling 3 years. So I missed that. And I found a perfect quote for us that Ali Kandi said, that growing apart doesn't change the fact that a lifelong, we grew side by side, but our roots will always be tangled. And I'm glad for that, because we grew together as professionals and personally during those long 3 years to become the professionals that we are. And Kirti is one of those friends that you'll never get sick of. I could never get sick of this girl. Not only could we study hours and hours together, but we presented together professionally. We also were able to travel together to Alaska and Florida and make the most amazing memories together. No matter the miles apart between us, I know that she'll always be there for me, and we've survived that. So now, Akshay, don't expect to take my presenting partner, because she's mine, but I guess you can have some other roles in this relationship. But I truly believe that you two will build the world and what you want together. And I wish you both a lifetime of happiness together and can't wait to be a part of that journey forever. So cheers to you, and I love you both.
Good evening, everyone. To all of the amazing family and friends of Kirti and Akshay, welcome. I am seriously so excited to be here and be a part of such a special celebration that has been long overdue. My name is Molly, and I met Kirti in a small little town called Marion, Indiana. I was 25, and for the first time in my life in a different city and state than most of my family and friends. I was homesick beyond belief. Lucky for me, I decided to join a small little group of people in our doctorate program that ate lunch in the center of Ott Hall. Slowly but surely, I started to finally feel a bit more comfortable, and I'd go to Ott Hall to also study on the weekends or evenings. I finally mustered up the courage to ask Kirti if I could study with her. Now, for those of you that know Kirti and her study habits, it can be a bit intimidating, especially for a procrastinator like me. She taught me so much in that small little room. She gave me confidence in my skills and knowledge and helped me to learn the importance of color coding pretty much everything. Kirti welcomed me with open arms from the very beginning, and honestly, I don't know if I'd be the occupational therapist I am today without her constant love and support, even after graduation. She is one of those friends that despite all the miles between us, oh my God, between us when we finally get to spend time together, it's like zero time has passed. I always know that I will have a friend to vent with, laugh until my stomach aches, and always share a glass of wine, or maybe two, with. You really are someone very special to me, because not just anyone can stay up all night studying for one of Dr. Kim's neuro exams and still want to be friends. I will never be able to thank you enough for including me in your life and making Marion feel a little bit more like home for me. You are a saint, to say the least. It is wonderful to see that you have found someone that compliments you so well. I remember when you first told me about Akshay, and let me tell you, I just knew you had found the one pretty much almost immediately. You know that gut feeling that you can't really explain? I just knew you were smiling ear to ear through just a simple text message, and just how excited you were just talking about him. I wish you both nothing but happiness as you start this journey together as husband and wife. Honestly, if you guys can plan an event like this through a pandemic, you can pretty much do anything. Cheers to both of you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Irma, and Kirti and I met about 10 years ago at Kansas State University when we were studying our undergraduate studies in human nutrition. It was my first semester at Kansas State, and I was so grateful to have met Kirti in one of our classes. And you can count on her as we began the rest of our undergraduate careers, Kirti became to me a safety blanket when we faced hardships, and we even shared our passion for Willie the Wildcats. Yeah, K-State, go Cats. As a first generational student, she always was there to encourage me. She didn't know this, but her natural leadership was obvious to me. She motivated me, she was kind, and was selflessness. We became inseparable to the point that we spent endless hours studying at our usual study spot. And I'm pretty sure between the two of us, we drank gallons and gallons of coffee. That was a lot of coffee. So, during one of these study sessions, we were so deep into our studies, it was probably like 11 p.m. Yeah, it was late. And we were startled by this noise that we started to hear. And we were like, what's happening? What's this noise? We need to study. This is finals week. And we go to see what was happening. It was in the main floor from the library. And we were able to see it from the balcony. And we discovered that it was a group of students that organized a rave. And of course, we joined, and we were, dancing with them. It lasted for about, 10 minutes or so. So that just reminded me of last night's Garba. I was like, yeah, I know where she gets the party from. Yeah. So I can now understand how Kirti managed to go back into study mode after the rave left. Maybe she has that secret Garba mode inside of her that I didn't know about. So learning from her made me miss her when I began my own graduate school experience, and I'm thankful for being part of your journey in our little apple. I have always admired Kirti's compassion and empathy for others, and I know she's going to be a wonderful partner and wife for Akshay as I navigate a new chapter. Cheers.
Thank you, Jess, Irma, and Molly for your speeches. Good evening, everybody. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Dane. I'm one of Akshay's longtime friends. We met back in second grade, so I've had the pleasure of knowing Akshay for almost 24 years, if my public math is correct. So for those of you that haven't had the pleasure of knowing Akshay that long, you may not come to realize just how driven of a man he is, how tenacious he is, and how he's the best kind of friend anybody can ask for. So for me today, it's no surprise that you not only found the love of your life, but you married her today. So I'm happy for you, Akshay. Kirti, you're gorgeous. And as Brandon said, you've been a part of the group for a while now, but today it's official, and we're happy to have you. I'm the last speech between continued night of fun and dancing and music. So I'll make this short and sweet. I love you guys. And if you can please join me in trying to convince Akshay and Kirti to move back to the Chicagoland area, that'd be great. Okay, good night, everybody.
बेबी के देखे झुमके लगा दे चार ठुमके छिछोरे नाचे जमके रे यूपी में दिन दहाड़े विंडो और छत पे ताड़े हम देखे आंखें फाड़े रे अरे 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 तुझ बेटी की है मेरी नोटी नजरिया तुझको बना करके ले जाएंगे बदली की
बजाए दिल धड़काए सीटी बजाए बीच सड़क पे नखरे दिखाए सारे हो करके इशारे हो लड़की हो लड़की हो लड़की आँख मारे हो लड़की आँख मारे हो लड़की आँख मारे
मेरे इशारे पे तो दिन नाचा जो ट्विटर पे ट्रेंड हो गया नासिक के ढोल पे धन नाचा तो सबका दी एंड हो गया मेरे इशारे पे तो दिन नाचा जो ट्विटर पे ट्रेंड हो गया नासिक के ढोल पे धन नाचा तो सबका दी एंड हो गया सारी दुनिया में एक ही फेमस है मुंबई हो या और दिखा दूं तुझे मेरा वाला डांस यह मेरा वाला डांस तो नाचो यह मेरा वाला डांस I can't win, I can't reign. I will never win this game without you, without you, without you. I am lost, I am vain. I will never be the same without you, without you, without you. बेकरारी से आगे क्या होगा नहीं है पता तेरी तरफ जा रहा है मुझे छोड़ के जाने क्यों आज दिल ये मेरा शुरुआतें नहीं है ये बातें नहीं अब रातें गई ऐसा लगा सुबह सुबह
All right, here we are. 3 wedding dates and 1 ongoing pandemic later. We made it. A wedding that we were already planning remotely felt so remote, but somehow we made it. And through this tough and rough time, we made it through the help with everyone here. So we'd like to give a special shout out to a series of folks, knowing full well that everyone here played a role in supporting us in so many different ways. First and foremost, I want to thank Kirti for working so hard to organize everything here. And that one sentence has a lot more to it than just saying she worked so hard to have this. I mean, securing dates, our venue, our vendors, our catering, our outfits, even my hair, as we heard. So a lot has been involved in this. So thank you, Kirti, so much for keeping this dream alive for us. I want to thank our parents so much. They've been through so much with us through this process. We've been rough on them just to get things done. They've given it back to us just to make sure that we follow through on tradition. But here we are nonetheless. So thank you to our parents, our mom and dad, for helping us get here. I want to thank my sister and my brother-in-law, Raj. I didn't know much about wedding planning to begin with, and doing it in the middle of a pandemic, I knew even less about it. So they've been there to help guide me through a lot of this, making sure that my Grah Shanti has decor at the last second, making sure that I pick the right foods that everyone can enjoy tonight. So I want to thank Anuja and Raj for everything you've done for us.
I would like to thank my Sonal Mami and Mama for helping us look beautiful tonight. You guys traveled to India with all of our family just to help us look really great tonight. So thank you so much. Ankit, oh my goodness. I can't even honestly name everything that you did, but I'll try. Coordinating dances, providing input and support. You really just helped out so much, and I honestly cannot thank you enough.
I guess speaking of Ankit, was there a dance he wasn't a part of? But that might be a good thing for the rest of us, so thank you. I want to thank our bridal party. Navigating through this has been difficult, and then there's cultural barriers and all this other stuff. They've been fantastic of being open, of really learning about all of this stuff and being there, and learning how to do dandiya in one night. And so Garba. Thank you. And Garba. Yeah. The next series of folks, I'm going to go in Spitfire mode here. So I want to thank Hinagaki, Adarsh, and Babik for helping us coordinate so many of our traditions and events here. Shilpakaki and Mahesh Uncle for helping us through last-minute details. Our vendors, I mean, they were there the whole way through. Our DJ, our caterers, and everyone. We literally went through this together. We had to read guidelines week over week to know what we were allowed to do, not allowed to do, and they were there supporting us all the way through. So. We want to thank all of our guests that came from literally all the corners of the country. That means a lot. Traveling at this time can be nerve-wracking, but you did it. So thank you for doing that for us. And we really couldn't have done it without everyone here. So there's really only one way I know how to end this, and that's with a toast. So thank you to everyone, and this toast is now for a growing family. Cheers.
All right, at this time, I'd like to invite all aunties, uncles, family, and friends. All aunties and uncles, family, and friends. That includes the parents of the bride and groom.
मुझको पता है, तुमको पता है, समय का ये पल थमसा गया है, और इस पल में कोई नहीं है, बस एक मैं हूँ, बस एक तुम हो, कुछ ना कहो, कुछ भी ना कहो। गहरे हल्के शाम के रंग हैं छलके पर्वत से यूं उतरे बादल जैसे आंचल ढलके कितने गहरे हल्के शाम के रंग हैं छलके
Let's go, everybody. Let's get on that dance floor.
Now whatever you at, babe, you can make the whole room stare. But you know that my favorite is when you're rocking that this is way.
O tenu suit suit karda, o tenu suit suit karda, suit karda, tenu suit suit karda. O ni tu lagdi Punjaban, lagdi patola, lagdi ni tu saarya to vakri. Tenu suit suit karda. O ni tu lagdi Punjaban, lagdi patola, lagdi ni tu saarya to vakri. Tenu suit suit karda. O tenu suit suit karda.
दुनिया को खुद से अलग करके रख लूंगा तुझको मैं हक करके I wanna say you मैं तेरा ना सुनिए तेरे नाल नाल नी दुनिया को खुद से अलग करके रख लूंगा तुझको मैं हक करके I wanna say you मैं तेरा ना सुनिए तेरे नाल नाल नी प्यार प्यार वाली बात सब करके मर बैठे तुझ पे मैं लब करके I wanna say you मैं तेरा ना सुनिए तेरे नाल नाल नी क्योंकि मैं तेरा बॉयफ्रेंड
काफी है बड़ी मंजिल है